What it do again? Welcome back to the channel. As always, you better be having a good day. Yeah, bro, I just pressed you because I don't know if you're having a good day or not, but you better be. You got your snacks? Alright, to my new people, welcome to the family. To my regular ones, you guys know what we're about to get into. Now, with that being said, before we go any further, big shout out to Andrew Disher and DGen666. Now, Andrew Degen is the one that requested for me to play this deck, and essentially DGen666, I'm gonna put the link in the below. He's the one that created this deck, like this version of this deck. I just put my own sauciness into it, made a few changes, but I'm gonna link his video in the description below or comment section, so go watch that, give it a like. He's the original creator of this. Andrew Disher made a different version, and this is my version. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. On the road to 1,000, and we're almost there. I think we need like 12 more people. So please subscribe. Now with that being said, 40 card deck list. I have 3 saucy replays for my boys today, and my 2 dudettes that watch the channel. So with that being said, let's get into the replays. Alright, gang, here we are for the first replay of the day. This one was against tier limits, of course, and I'm actually really excited to show you guys this replay because it was a really good duel. And also, a quick warning, bro, I am gonna post the video a good amount of times because I'm pretty sure most of you don't know what ice barrier cards do, so I'm gonna be explaining as I go, just in case you actually want to play the deck, right? So here I'm going to activate the Shatana, special summon that thing. I'm going to normal summon the Hexa. Now the Hexa has a second effect that when it's on the field, it can send a level 3 or lower Ice Barrier monster to the graveyard, and it becomes that monster's level, right? So here, also this thing has an effect that when you have an Ice Barrier monster in the field, you can special summon her. So here I'm going to activate the Hexa, sending my level 2 tuner Ice Barrier monster, so it becomes a level 2 tuner, right? Level 2 tuner, level 4 monster, you guys already know. Synchro summon into my boy Ariampos. Activate that boy's effect so we can banish a Paces. Set down my Call by the Grave, and we end our turn, right? So here the Paces is going to come back onto the field, get it out here. They're going to activate the Sharon, special summoning that thing, sending an Agito, milling 3 cards. They're going to activate the Agito, activate the Kelvin that they also hit. And I'm going to Call by the Grave one of them things, specifically the Agito, because I don't want my whole deck to be milled, bro. No, like, that's too many cards. So get that thing out of here. That thing gets bodied and negated. They're going to mill their cards. And this is something saucy about this deck as well. That when you're playing against people that are milling your deck, if they mill Ice Barrier Ghoti, I'm just let it run. I'm going to let it run so you can see it, right? They're going to activate the Rhino Heart, activating the Havness in the graveyard. I'm going to activate my Paces. And then I'm going to activate the Ice Barrier, chain blocking my Paces so it doesn't get negated as well, right? And guess what Ice Barrier gets you, bro? A free Snopios to the hand. That's crazy. So give me that. We're going to synchro summon both of these monsters. You're probably wondering, bro, why are you synchro summoning now? They don't have anything important on the field. Ghoties doesn't have quick effects, bro. You got to, when you play Ghoties, you got to think ahead. And this is what I was doing. The reason why I went to asking is because I already knew they were going to fusion summon into something. Now, I thought they were going to go into Kid Kalos. But apparently, this is my theory, they went into this thing because they don't want Kid Kalos to get banished, right? They rather have this banished, or they thought that they could do something with it. I don't know. They're going to activate the Soul Key, activating the Rhino Heart on the field. Then they're going to activate the Kaleido Heart, targeting my Ascan, and I'm like, okay, this is why I did this early, because now I get to target my own Ascan to banish it. Activate the effect of the Snopios, targeting the Paces so I can get myself another level 2, specifically the Seth. Again, both of these cards get banished. Now nothing gets sent into my deck. Now they're going to send the Sharon to the graveyard, getting a Havness onto the hand. They're going to activate the Sharon in the graveyard. I'm going to activate my Ascan, banishing the Ariampos so I could bring it back onto the field. Then I'm going to activate my Snopios, sending the Shift and the Seth, while banishing them so I can special summon it, right? Bring it out to the field. Ascan gets to come out to the field. Now with both of these monsters, you guys already know. Here I already knew you have to go into Kid Kalos. If not, then what else are you going into, right? So they go into the Kid Kalos, activate that thing's effect. I gotta activate my Snopio, so next time this thing leaves the field, it's gonna get banished. Then I'm gonna activate the Seth in the graveyard, right? Bring her out here. But they still get to activate their effect, getting it Merly onto the hand. Now I'm gonna activate the Seth, They're gonna activate the Havness, and I'm like, okay, thank you. Another tier limit card that I get to banish. Congratulations, you played yourself. So level 2, level 8, bring that boy out here. You're in deep trouble. Ghoti of the deep and beyond. Let's get it. They're gonna activate the Scream because they know they're screaming in agony from the pain that they're about to feel from this banish. They're gonna activate Mudara. I don't know necessarily why, but they did. So they're gonna send both of these cards back into my deck and extra deck, and I'm like, okay, more resources for me, thank you. Everything gets wiped off the field because I'm a sniper. Yo, I love playing this deck. Now they're gonna activate the Merly, milling about 3 more cards, setting down a card, activating the Keldo in the so they could bring these cards back into their deck, bringing one of my cards back into the deck. Battle Face, slap me for 800 damage. I'm like, okay, bet. Congratulations. So here, you guys know, my Paces is going to come back onto the field. They're going to activate the Sulky. And here, I'm pretty sure they did this because they wanted to mill cards. They had nothing else, right? And you know, my Shift is going to come back onto the field. And my Ghoti of the Deep and Beyond also comes back onto the field with a huge 55,000 attack boost, and they just scoop. Oh, yo, I don't know why that was so funny to me, bro. I'm like, yo, let me slap you one time, bro. Come on, like, please. But either way, let's go into the next replay. The next replay is actually, I like it more because I got to show you more of the deck. So let's get into that. Alright guys, here we are for the second replay of the day, and this replay was against a fossil, an extinct Asian deck, aka Eldritch. What? Nah, it's a zombie deck that has Eldritch in it. I thought it was just Eldritch, but it says 55 card deck list. And here I'm gonna activate my Medallion of the Ice Barrier. This thing is ridiculous because we run it at 3, and basically you just add an Ice Barrier monster onto your hand. And it's not once per turn. If you have 3 of these, you have 3 monsters. I like that a lot. So again, we're gonna get ourselves our Revealer, right? And I'm gonna special summon my Shatana, normal summon my Revealer, sending a card to the graveyard. That way I could get my special summon one of my Ice Barrier monsters, activate the Ice Barrier trap. That's gonna give me my Ariampos, right? Or hold on. Yeah, or your Abyss Shark. It's one of the two. You could get either one of the two. I say Ariampos, but I mean Snopios. I'm sorry. So then I'm gonna special summon the Hexa, because that's this thing effect. When you send a card to the graveyard, you can special summon one of your Ice Barrier monsters. Then I'm gonna special summon my Abyss Shark. Abyss Shark is gonna give me a Silent Angler, right? With both of these monsters, level 1 tuner, level 5 monster, level 6 Ariampos. Bring him out here. Activate that boy's effect, sending the Paces to the Banish Zone. Then I'm gonna special summon the Speaker of the Ice Barrier because I'm controlling an Ice Barrier monster, right? Then I'm gonna special summon the Angler, 2 level 4 monster, water monsters, Abyss Dweller, bring him out here. Now we got an attack boost as well. Then with 2 level 4 monsters, we gotta get stealthy, bro. Bring the Kraken onto the field, because we're cracking now. And look at this board. This board is not that crazy. It's not some top tier crazy board, but I love this board, bro. This board is too nice. So, again, I'm gonna start off by activating the Abyss Dweller because they're running a 60 card deck. What are we doing, brothers? I was thinking it was some tier shenanigans also. But then the Pace is gonna come back onto the field as well. They're gonna activate the Elixir of the Black Awakening, bringing Eldritch of the Golden Lord onto the field. Then they're gonna normal summon the Mizuki. And I don't know, 2 monsters on the field. Eldritch is already bad enough, so I had to activate my Paces. Level 6, level 2 tuner, level 8 Aska, and bring him out here. Activate my boy's effect. I'm gonna banish that Eldritch, activating the Ariampos in the graveyard, right? Bring it out here. I'm gonna get my Snopios onto the hand. Both of these monsters get banished. Gonna activate the Aska, banishing the Paces one more time so I could bring it back onto the field, right? They're gonna activate Reasoning. I picked 1 because whatever monster they hit is was gonna come out here. Against a level 5 Vampire Crimson. With both of these monsters, they're gonna link summon into the Avengers Survivor. And I'm like, yeah, you're not doing more plays, bro. Pop that thing, get it out of my face. They're gonna set down 2 backward and end their turn, right? I'm like, okay, bet. Now, I know they're playing Eldritch, so I already assumed that this was some type of Elixir or one of their traps, right? That's what I was thinking, because otherwise, I would have assumed they scoop, right? So here the Pace is going to come back onto the field, and this is where I started feeling like a menace. I go into the Ice J Gamir Agroni, that thing. I'm gonna activate the Snowpios, banishing the Ascan and the Paces, activating the Scene's effect. Now I get to activate the Ascan once again, banishing the Angler so I could bring it back onto the field. Give me that. Pop. And then I'm gonna normal summon my Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier, which is a level 2 tuner. Level 2, level 8. We're going into Sorcerer Supreme Severin Changing. Bring my boy out here, let's go. So here's when I go to the battle phase and decide to activate the Scarlet Sanguine. I activate the Ice Jade Grimir. And this is just massacre, bro, because now this thing gets banished. They're gonna special summon the Eldish, but because I banished one of their cards, I trigger the chaining. So the Eldish get banished and another card in the graveyard, and I'm just free real estate to slap him in the face. This deck is actually really fun, bro. Like, that was so tough, yo. That was so tough. So now let's go into the next replay. Alright guys, here we are for the third replay of the day and the last replay of the day. And essentially, I wanted to show you this one because we're playing against some weird Kaiju anti-meta deck. And I'm like, I'm not the meta, bro, so I don't know what to tell you. So here we are going to start off by normal summoning my Revealer of the Ice Berry. We're going to get Max Seed. I'm going to call by the grave that thing, get it out of my face. I don't want to see it. So that thing is bodied and negated. They're not going to draw any cards of me special summoning. I'm going to activate the thing's effect, sending the Lively Leaf Fish to the graveyard, special summoning the Cryomancer. Level 4, level 2 tuner, level 6 Ariampos. Activate that boy's effect, sending a Paces to the graveyard, setting down my Infinite Impermanence, and we end our turn, right? So here Paces is going to come back onto the field, as you guys already know. That thing is going to get Kaiju'd. Of course, they're gonna normal summon a Denkosika, and then they're gonna special summon the Alpha Master Beast. And I know what this thing does. They could bounce back cards from the field back into the hand, right? So I activate my Snowpios, banishing both of these monsters so I can activate this thing's effect, and I target that thing because now they can't do that thing where they bring it back to the hand and then special summon it again. If not, that thing gonna get banished. So now they're gonna activate Danger Thunderbird, sending one card to the graveyard, drawing a card by special summoning that thing. Then they're gonna go into the number 97 Draglubion, and I'm like, oh snap. But I'm like, they don't have the OTK though, but they still bring out the number 100 Numeron Dragon, activate that thing's effect, 9,000 damage, slap me in the face for 6,900. Now my fans don't work, bro. My whole little facility, nothing works now. I'm sad. I can't even filter my drinking water no more. It is what it is. Here I draw an Ash Blossom. Paces is going to come back onto the field. And then I'm going to use both of these monsters to go into the Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Bring that boy out here. We're going to activate that thing's effect. Activating the Ariampos. So I can get my target, well, banish the Snowpios, right? Getting myself a Seth to the hand. This thing's going to bring the Paces back onto the field. Snowpios comes back onto the field by banishing, to my hand by banishing the Ariampos. Normal summon the Seth. With a level 8 and a level 2, we make a level 10 Sorcerer Supreme, Severin Chang Ying. Then I'm going to banish this so I can special summon my Snowpios, activate the effect of the Snowpios. Now that I banish a card, I get to banish one of these and one from the graveyard, right? So I banish their big beat stick. And then we're going to the battle phase. I slap this thing in the face, slap this thing in the face, and then slap him for 2,100 damage. And here, this is why I specifically showed you guys this replay, is because of the way I build the deck. This deck has a bunch of gas, right? Because now, well, depending on how you play, we get Kaiju again. Oh, this is ridiculous. Then they're going to normal summon a Fairy Tail Luna. I'm going to Ash Blossom that thing. Then they're going to activate that thing's second effect, right? And I'm like, yeah, nah, Infinite Impermanent that thing. And then here I'm like, I got to show the game what this deck can do. I activate the Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon, right? Tributing that thing so I can special summon my boy Stardust Dragon, bring him out here. And now because I tributed that thing, I get to synchro summon with the Kaiju they gave me and the Paces, bring my boy Ghoti of the Deep onto the field. That thing gets negated once, hit it again, negate it again. And then now wipe up the field, bro. Get it all out of here. The comeback was too crazy, bro. Bring my Snowpios back to the hand, and the face is GG's, bro. It's GG's. They have nothing left. I dismantle this man. I took everything they could have used against me and just got rid of it, bro. This deck is ridiculous. 3,500 damage. I don't even need to be this is not a tier deck. So I'm just gonna put him out of his misery and end the game, right? With that being said, let's go into the deck list. Alright, familia, here we are for the deck list portion of the video, right? And I'm gonna let you know, I think this is one of the most consistent Ghoti decks that you can make, because you have so many ways to go into level 4s, and you got so many ways into making your Ariompos that, honestly speaking, I think this is one of the most consistent Ghoti decks that you could build. So with that being said, we are gonna go with the Hexa. We run 1 Hexa. Again, this thing has 2 effects. It's a level 1 tuner that you're gonna go with this thing. You got a level 6 to synchro summon. But also the good thing about this is that when you have it on the field, it can activate its effect. You could send this thing to the graveyard, and now this thing becomes a level 2, which is really good. Then you have your Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier. It's just your level 2 tuner. Also, they have little effects. For example, when you control another Ice Barrier monster, level 4 or higher monster cannot declare an attack. So if you want to leave this thing on the field, you already made your Ariompos, and you still have an Ice Barrier card on the field, you're set, right? They cannot declare an attack. So then you have your Pacers. I run it at 2. Don't need it more than 2, honestly speaking, because again, you got so many ways of making your level 6 that it's not even funny. Then we run 2 shifts because of shift reasons. You guys already know how this works. You send shift to the graveyard. If you have another fish monster, you give them the attack boost. This thing comes back on your opponent's turn. We run 1 Ceph as well. And then this is the one thing that I added that's different from their deck as well, is the Defender of the Ice Barrier. The reason why I added this thing is because sometimes I decided to choose activate this thing's effect, bring this thing onto the field, and with both of these monsters, I just made it level 8, which is really cool. Which most of the time I made this thing, right? Because this thing, it doesn't say it, but it's like you could activate this thing in your opponent's turn and synchro summon, and then synchro summon into something else, which is amazing. Then we run 3 Ash Blossom because we're trying to stop Max C. I'm not even running Max C in the deck. It's not needed. Honestly, it's not needed. And that's why we run 3 Ash Blossoms. Then we have 1 Silent Angler. You honestly don't really need more than 1. Most of the time with this deck, you're gonna make 1 board at the beginning, and you're gonna try and win in 1 to 2 turns. Most of the games I played, they didn't last more than 4 to 5 turns. Most of them ended in about 2 to 3 turns, which I like it that way. So then I run 1 Shatana. And the reasons why I run both of these is because they're level 4s that special summon themselves from the hand when you gotta, well, this one if you don't have any monsters on the field, and this one if you have like a fish or water monster on the field, right? Then I am running 1 Basalt Shark for the fact that if this thing is normal or special summon from anywhere, you get to special summon another level 4. It's really good. This is how you're gonna go into your Xyz monsters. I mean, you have a bunch of ways of going to your Xyz monsters as well, which is why this deck is so consistent. Then Lifeless Leaf Fish, we run it at 3 again. Lifeless Leaf Fish, you're gonna normal summon that thing, send the shift to the graveyard, activate its effect. Now you got a Ariompos in your opponent's turn. Also, it's just there's a lot of lines and combos that you could do with this deck that will lead you to special summoning this thing or normal summoning and activating its effect. Then we run 3 Revealers of the Ice Barrier. This thing is really good because you're gonna normal summon that thing. Then if you have this thing and this thing in the hand, you are goated, because now you're gonna activate this thing's effect, send this thing to the graveyard. You're gonna get yourself either one of these 2 to the hand by activating this effect, and then with this thing you're gonna bring this thing onto the field, or this one, depending if you want to make your level 6 with these 2 or your level 6 with these 2. It's all up to you, right? Really good card. I like it. Then you got Speaker of the Ice Barrier. She don't really speak much though. But either way, this thing, anytime you have any one of these on the field, you could special summon her. Also, she has this effect that if you have an Ice Barrier monster on the field and you synchro or link summon with this thing and it's in your graveyard but you still have one of these on the field, you get to basically special summon a token that can allow you to link summon into more stuff, which is really good as well. Then you got 3 Abyss Sharks. Again, Abyss Shark is for your Xyz summons. Really good. Also, it's that you're gonna make your level 6 with this thing. Then you got 2 Snowpios. You honestly don't need more than 2. So again, you guys know how Snowpio works. You're gonna banish cards, banish yourself, bring it back to the hand, special summon onto the field by banishing fishes, right? Then Medallion of the Ice Barrier, really good card. mainly because it's not once per turn. So if you open with 3 of these, you still have combo because you're gonna search this thing out, you're gonna search this thing out, you're gonna search this thing out, whatever you want. You have combo, bro. It's never a brick, and that's why I really like this thing. Then Foolish Burial Goods. Again, this is another way of sending this to the graveyard so you could get your Snopios or your Abyss Shark. 2 Cobra the Graves. Again, we're trying to stab Max C at all costs because we do special summon a little bit, especially on our opponent's turn. Then 1 Cross-Out Designator, because this is also a part of a combo, but also it helps us negate. Well, I can negate. You might want to run 1 Max C in here just for the sake of negating it with the Cross-Out. But it's up to you. I'm comfortable with this. Then I run 2 Ice Barrier. Again, this thing when it gets milled, you get a free Snopios, which I really like. So having this thing in getting milled is really good, or sending it to the graveyard is really good. 2 Infinite Impermanence. I only have 2 anyways, but it's also really good to run it. Then I have 2 Ariompos, 1 Stardust Dragon for this little package that I'm running right here. Then 1 White Aurora Whale. Then we have 2 Asken. Again, synchro summon into this. Banish yourself, banish a monster, banish a fish, bring it back onto the field. Really good. Baron the Floor, you guys know it's a staple. Soul Supreme, same. These boys are almost in every deck that can synchro summon to a level 10. Then we have 1 Ghoti of the Deep and Beyond, my sniper. Then we have 1 Ice J Gamir. Really good card, bro. Please do not dismiss. Whoever tells you this card is bad, I don't know what game they're playing. This card is amazing. It's free protection, and you get to banish whatever was trying. Listen, if somebody tries to like Raigeki you or something, you're gonna activate that thing's effect, banish the Raigeki, and nothing gets destroyed. Like, this thing is amazing. Like, if you Aurora Whale me and I have this thing on the field and you try to pop me, I'm gonna activate this thing and banish your Aurora Whale, bro. Like, this thing is good. Then you got 2 Abyss, I said 2. 1 Abyss Dweller, again for shutting down the graveyard, good against Tears, so also really easy to make in this deck. Then number 4 Stealth Kraken, again really easy to make in this deck. I like making my triple board with this thing, and this thing, which is really good. It makes me happy. So then you have 1 Marine's Coral Anonymate, because this is gonna allow you to special summon your some of your monsters from the graveyard onto the field. This works really great with the Lively Leash Fish. If you have a Lively Leash Fish in the graveyard, bring it onto the field with this thing's effect. Now you get to send the shift to the graveyard and you have a combo, which is really good. Then Wannabe's Keeper, again this is really good also. If you did a combo and you have some of the cards that you needed, and you have this thing on the field and another monster going to this thing, special summon one of your fish monsters, really good, right? That is the deck list. I hope I explained things. Again, go if you want to see more of this deck, he made a combo guide and stuff. It's in, I think it's in Japanese. If it's not, I'm sorry, I apologize. But yeah, go give it a like, bro. He's the original creator of this deck. His name is DJ Ent666. And then again, big shout out to Andrew Disher. I hope you liked it, bro. I hope you like the change that I made. This is the version that I came up with. This is the most optimal that I figure I could play this deck as. So again, I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you have any comment, questions, and concerns, hit me up in the comment section below. I always reply. And if I don't, just write another one, bro. I be forgetful sometimes. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the content. Again, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it on the road to 1,000. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.